Guys, I am here today to do a weekly update, and gosh, I didn't have any water yesterday. I'm like, why is anyways, I'm here to do a weekly update and to tell you what my books are that I'm going to be reading for the month of February. Before I get started, I just need you guys to know that I'm okay mentally for the most part, but what you're about to see might upset you. As a human being that tries to read books. I know there are people that read like 30, 45, 50 books a month. I don't understand that. I don't do that, obviously. I probably read between 4 and 10 books a month. I would say that's like the average amount of books that I read. Here's my cute little stack for January. Jake, I told you I was filming a video. Why are you leaving your room? Oh, okay. Um, Anyway, so I don't really have anything to update you guys on other than I did not read any books from Morocco or Argentina. Wow, the sun is changing, which is really upsetting to me. So, I'm going to try to do better this month. I think the problem was that I was so focused on finishing the certain books that I wanted to read for Japan that I just only saw that and didn't see the fact that the month was going to end. So I am going to be better about setting specific time limits, and if I don't finish something that I want to read in that time limit, I'm just going to move on. I kept giving myself another day and another day and another day. It's kind of I'm going to start exercising tomorrow, and then it's tomorrow, and it's oh, I'll start exercising the day after. So yeah, I don't really have any bookish updates because I have not completed anything. The month ended with me being in the middle of Just Us by Claudia Rankine, which I still would like to finish, and with me being in the middle of a third of the way through This Blinding Absence of Light and Where the Wild Ladies Are. And I also didn't finish Endless Blue Sky, which was my Hanford Star book for the Indie Press Project last month. So all 4 of those books are things that I would like to try to actually finish also, in addition to all the things that I'm going to show you right now. So let's start with the Invisible Cities project. I will show you my little TBR. Yeah, so this is mostly just a TBR video. Sorry. I'm starting off with China, and I'm starting off real nice and easy and slow. Okay, I've got 3 things, and 2 of them should be super easy. The first one is Tiananmen. I don't know why I say that weird when I look at the title, but Tiananmen 1989, Our Shattered Hopes. And this is a graphic memoir situation of the, what is it, May 6th? June 15th. What day? In 1989, there was it's in spring of 1989. So that's really nice. At the very beginning, it has a primary player, so it gives you a little background on all the people. I started reading this last night, but fell asleep over here somewhere. So, but this should be relatively easy. It's probably going to be super depressing, though, so that's fun. And then another one that I have, I actually bought this for Jake a while ago because Jake really likes Ai Weiwei, and I feel very confident that he is a Chinese artist. But I guess I should have double checked. I'm sure he is. And if not, yes, no, wait. I don't know. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so good. Oh wow. Gosh, is this a great way to do a a TBR or what? Just me saying, "Oh wow," while I'm reading to myself silently. Anyway, so this is something that I purchased for Jake, and this has to do with, well, I'll just read you the subtitle, Art, Human Rights, and the Power of Writing a Letter, and it's edited by David Spalding with essays by Ai Weiwei, Cheryl Haynes, Jasmine Heiss, and David Spalding. I don't know if this is necessarily translated or not, but it has to do with some political stuff, I think specifically in China, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, it has to do with, human rights, and I think the political system. Don't quote me. I'll let you know once I read it. But it's really nice because there's some postcards in here, and it is an essay collection with a lot of art in it. So yes, okay, great, perfect. And then the book that I'm going to read that is a translated book by a Chinese author is The Seventh Day by Yu Hua, and this is translated Alan H. Barr, and I don't really know what this is about, but it was on my list of things that I wanted, I think. Um, so I am looking forward to that. Then for Colombia, this video is going to be so long. I'm going to try to finally finish 100 Years of Solitude. I have been in the middle of this for a long time. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I am enjoying it. It's just that I am lazy and I get distracted by other things. So now that I've got like more of a reason to read it than just because I want, I'm hoping that it will happen. This is translated by Gregory Rabassa, which now that I'm saying, I'm like, oh yeah, obviously, I knew that. And then I've got two other books. I have Oblivion, a memoir by Hector Abad, and this is translated, I think I just hauled this like a second ago too. Translated by Anne McLean and Rosalind Harvey, and yeah, so it's a memorial to his father, whose criticism of the Colombian regime led to his murder by paramilitaries in 1987. So it's not going to be a good time either. And then Fish Soup by Margarita Garcia Roballo, translated by Charlotte Coombe. Yeah, hopefully I read this. It's probably the one that I want to read the most, so it's probably the one that I'm going to save to last and not get to. Classic me. And then I am going to read the two that I think I showed these in my video when I did my Invisible Cities like announcement for February, but I am going to be reading American War, which is not translated by Omar El Akkad. Don't quote, or I'm sorry, it's not translated, but I do want to read it, although I don't know. Maybe I'll wait and save this one for last because I feel like I don't think this has anything to do with Egypt. Yeah, it's just a civil war in America written by a man who is Egyptian, like Egyptian American, So I'm going to save that one for last. No offense to that guy, but if it's just like a futuristic dystopian civil war type thing in the US, I'm already like, I'm just going to take it off, I think. I'm just going to take it off. Look at that. Look at me go. But I will be reading Return of the Spirit by Tawfiq al-Hakim, or Hakim, I think it's Hakim, translated by William Maynard Hutchins. And this one I'm really, really, really excited about. So this was first published in 1933, and it just sounds kind of like a juicy, like romance type thing, like a, ooh, and there's some Western colonialism in here. So perfect. I'm very excited about that. Then I will show you my goals and book club books. I'm trying to read a classic a month. I failed in January, but I would like to finish Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I started this, Lord knows when. I think I started this in 2016, but it annoys me, so I just haven't finished it, but I want to finish it, and I know you're like, Stephanie, just DNF it. Save it. I'm not going to DNF it. And then for the Indie Press Project, I will be reading The Disaster Tourist by Yun Ko Ayun, translated by Lizzie Bueller, and this is a Korean author, I think South Korean specifically, and it is a Counterpoint Press book. So I'm excited about that, and I will link as much of the things that I can below. Then for my Portland book club and in real life book club, we're reading The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. This is also something that I've had literally for so long and have not read and want to read, so I am really looking forward to that one. Then for the Reading Latines group, we're reading Pedro Páramo by Juan Rulfo, and this one is translated by Margaret Sayers Pedden, and this is going to be my first ever reread of a book. Gosh, this light coming from over here is really annoying. Sorry, but I'm too lazy to get up right now. So I read this book, I don't know, maybe 2015, 2016, and I gave it 2 stars. I didn't really like it, but I think I went into it with certain expectations because it's a small book, so I was expecting a quick, easy read. Sometimes you pick up small things because you just need to accomplish something, and this is a really difficult book to read. It is really dense, or I'm just stupid. So I'm going to reread it and then see where I stand on it. I feel there's a couple of books that when I give them 2 stars, I have one other one, so I guess literally just a couple that I give 2 stars, and I keep with the intention of rereading because I think that maybe I missed something when I read it. And so we'll see after this reread if it is something that I do enjoy or if it's something that can leave my shelves, which would be a shame though, because look at how great that cover is. Then one of my goals is to read a literary journal or magazine every month because I'm subscribed to a ton and I don't make the time for them. So I'm going to be trying to read A Public Space, which number 29. This beautiful, fun cover. And also I opened this, flipping through to see the page count, and because I do like math to find out how much I have to read of each book a day. And there's this really fun list of indie bookstores in the back. So I don't know if these bookstores like that donate to public space or like help public space in a public space in a certain way, but I think that's really fun. And they're also, I guess, a press, so they have some books here. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then for, I told you not to be worried about me, okay? I'm okay. For the book Naturalists, I have picked up The Home Place by J. Drew Lanham. So this is a memoir. Memoirs are usually pretty easy to read, typically. Then I'm trying to read a book from a podcast. I feel like now I remember why I hate doing TBRs, because it's just like, here's a bunch of books that I haven't read yet that I want to read that I'm probably not going to read. But it's too late. I'm already committed. I've already spent 11 minutes talking, so it's going to happen. So I'm trying to read a book from a podcast every month, and so they wanted to read this last month, but I didn't get to it, so I'm just rolling it over. We Love You, Charlie Freeman by Caitlin Greenidge. This is from the Black Chick Lit podcast, which I've only listened to a couple of episodes because I've only read a couple of books. I think the first one was Queen Sugar, which I DNF'd, and then the second one was Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson. That book was so good. So yes, I am looking forward to attempting this. I'm not like convinced I'm gonna like every book, obviously, because I don't like chick lit, but I figured I might as well try, why not? And then the last one that I have is I have a shelf up at the top that has the books that I own by U.S. authors the longest. So I'm trying to, this is a discussion for another day. Basically, I'm trying to pick, it's kind of like a random TBR pick, but it's for books that I've owned for a very long time. And so the book that I've picked for that is When the Elephants Dance by Tess Oriza Holf. And I literally don't know what this book is about. Okay, well, it's set during World War II. And it is inspired by this author's father's firsthand accounts of the period. Okay, so Holf masterly weaves in the stories of 3 brave Filipinos, a brother, a sister, and a guerrilla fighter as they become caught in the battle against the vicious Japanese forces above ground. So that's interesting, but dear Lord, there's a lot of pages and a lot of words in here. Oh my gosh, I found a receipt. Do you guys want to, let's see. When did I, because the problem is that I didn't, the receipt's so old that it's blank. Oh, this is from El Pollo Loco. 2004! This receipt is from the year 2004 when I was still in high school. I bought this book. So, hoping to try to read it. Then the next stack that I have here are basically books by Black authors because it is February. So, I know I should be reading Black authors all the time. And I have not been doing good with that, to be honest with you. And it's really disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself. So I'm just going to try to read more and do more and learn, grow, laugh, love, whatever people say that's like super cliche. Just get over me. It's fine. All right, so I started this. How long till Black Future Month? 2 years ago. And I didn't finish it. So please, I need to finish it. Then I started this as a buddy read with Patrice. A lot of these books are from my cart of shame, to be honest with you. Actually, only half of them are. But I started reading this with Patrice like a year or 2 ago, also maybe just a year ago. I don't remember. She finished it because she's good at reading things that she decides she's going to read. I am not good at reading things that are like, but like when I make a commitment to another person, I'm just really bad at buddy reading. But that's okay. I'm going to try really hard. Then I have Confused Spice by Mathis Bailey, which I started last year at some point, and I'm like, so close, you know? I mean, so close. I need to finish this too. Plus, this is perfect because it's like a romance, and so it's February, so it's, perfect, right? Then Black Boy by Richard Wright, which I started with Nicole from Dorka Brain. I don't even want to know how many years ago. I'll be shocked if it was after 28. Like, I think it was 2018, 2017, 2016, somewhere back there. We started this book, and I never finished it, and I'm sure she did finish it. And then the only other one that I've started not finished is not as embarrassing. It's Right Here, Right Now by Trey Ellis, which I started last month. This one's like about a cult leader, and I'm really excited. Although some reviews on the internet make it sound like it's kind of misogynistic, but I kind of laugh at that stuff. I don't know. Everyone has different like senses of humor, and when people are misogynistic, a lot of the times it makes me laugh because I think that it's silly because it's stupid. So we'll see how I feel. I think because the guy is a cult leader, so like there's like a weird situation where cult leaders, take advantage of their underlings and have sex with them. So I'm assuming that's what the comment was about. And again, I mostly find that humorous. So maybe I'm a bad person. Whatever. Okay. So then I've got a few more books. So I have two more by Black. Actually, yeah, Paul Beatty is from the U.S., right? I'm pretty sure. Is there like a, usually there's like a little thing that says Paul is from. Nope. Okay, that's okay. I'm trying to read. I think this is a U.S. author. The Sellout by Paul Beatty. Oh, it won the Man Booker. So I know this is like some kind of satire, like a race situation and satire situation. So I am really looking forward to that. And then I have Blues for Mr. Charlie by James Baldwin, which is a play. So this also shouldn't be like too difficult, but it is going to make me cry. Guarantee you, 100%. If that doesn't make me cry, then I am way too tired and I need to get some rest. And then I have No Longer at Ease by Chinua Achebe, which is the second book in the African trilogy. And I am really, really excited to read this book, finally. And then the last one is a total curveball. And you're going to be like, Stephanie, what? And it's Ancillary Sword by Anne Leckie. Yeah. It has to do with the seasonal reading challenge. Don't worry about it. You have to like find books that match certain challenges and prompts, and that is the only book that matched a prompt. That it doesn't matter. Okay, so those are the books that I'm trying to read in the month of February. I think there's 28 of them, not including the ones that I didn't finish last month. So, and it's the second, and I still haven't finished anything. So again, I know this isn't going to happen. This is just what I would like to happen in an ideal world. Also, I'm participating in too many book clubs and things this year, and that is the real problem because most of these books I'm reading because I like have to. I put have to in quotes because I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. But anyways, yeah, okay, this video is way too long for a TBR video. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully next week I will have an actual update to give you, and hopefully before next week I'll have some wrap-ups from last month.